back here at Wagon's Garage, and got a special guest star Keith in today. We'll be talking about a few other things, but we're going to go back into race day now with the coupe and talk about what we done, how everything turned out. The garage is a little full today because we had a hailstorm possibility coming on here a few days ago, so we started piling cars anywhere we could get them. So we've got everything packed full, the house garage, everything's got cars in it right now. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and go into videos, show you what we done, and then we'll talk about what we changed and how the whole race day went. So. Okay, that was the first pass. We decided to leave everything alone on it, keep the tune the way it was from Friday night. We didn't really think that it was going to react like it did. We figured it would have some wheel speed at the line, but as you could see, it stood straight up. Pretty much burnt that pass up. So we already had shocks full tight. We went back and pulled another 5 degrees of timing at the launch, and I think we carried it out for about a second.
Brought the launch now too, didn't you?
Yes, we went from 3,800 to 3,500 on the launch. We was hoping that it didn't go like it did the first pass on Friday night and just bogged the engine down. So we was hoping not to pull too much power out. So anyway, we went ahead and pulled launch down, pulled some more timing out of it at the launch, and we went up for our second pass. That was the second pass, and as you can see from the video, front end stayed right where it needed to be, set down beautiful, real nice smooth pass. Chirped the gear going into second again. It don't seem to be coming up on the tire for any reason, so we're just going to leave it alone through the gear shift. I'm not for sure what it actually run on that pass. I would have to go back through time slips to find out, but it was right at where we wanted to be, right around that 550 range. So we left everything alone going to first round. That was first round with the win. As you can see from the video, picture perfect run, front end come up where it needed to be, carried it out, set it down real smooth. I was out of the throttle at 450 foot, 500 foot down track. I was celebrating a little early on it and damn near let him drive back past. Just as soon as we crossed the finish line, I looked over and he was passing. So after that, I decided not to get carried away with my celebration. I was a little rusty in the seats for the first round. So here goes second round. All right.
Before we get into this round, I'd like to thank Race. He gave us our first t-shirt idea. Will be a chubby bald eagle giving the thumbs up emblem. So look forward to that coming in the near future.
So second pass, as you can see there, basically picture perfect again. the guy I was running there, really cool guy, talked to us before the race. He was having some issues with his bump on the car. If you watch the video, we let him go in and bring his spool up, and then we went ahead and staged in after him, and it wasn't like a big deal anyway. He was there mostly testing his car, but he needs some more time and stuff, but really cool car, really cool guy, but we had him covered a long way down track, so we went ahead and took the win second round there and moving on to third. That was third round. We drove the bye. We was down to 3 cars right there, and just so happened the guys I run with, Willie, Robert Miles, or Bobby John as we like to call him. Bobby John and Willie were both in the finals. We drawed chips there. I got the bye. Them two had to run each other. I wish we had video of that run of Willie and Bobby John, because that was the biggest dick move I've ever seen. So just to sum it up, before we watched the finals with me and Bobby John, he went ahead and guessed on a instant green tree, which you can physically guess the light and not red light. So by doing that, it gave him several tenths advantage over Willie going down track. It's funny as hell that he done it, but against the guy that you're running with, it's kind of dick. So anyway, so after that, we decided we're going to have to try to play some games in the finals.
We will carry on the dick move into the final round.
But the bye run was picture perfect. It's running straight down the track, no issues, run a 53 right where we wanted to be. So we'll go into the final round and let you see that video now. There was the final round. As you can see, I didn't know what Robert was going to do as far as guessing the tree again. We was all having fun. There was nobody's getting mad over anything we was doing. We'd already split money up. We'd already determined what was going where. So it wasn't like anybody was going to get mad over anything, so we were just playing games up there.
It was bragging rights amongst the team.
Yeah.
Basically
So,
what it come down to.
anyway, I'm sitting there thinking he's going to guess this tree again, because on paper I had him covered by several tenths. And by guessing the tree, he could easily pick up those several tenths and more on me. So when we went up there, I was thinking about guessing the tree myself, and I thought, I don't want to just give it away. So what I decided to do was I was going to bump in deep on him. And if I could knock him off for just 1 second, make him think about something other than what he's doing with his staging, it may make him lose his advantage at the starting line. So I decided to try to bump in, but his car, the bump didn't work. It's a turbo car, the bump didn't work. So that's why you see such a long time before he staged. He actually had to come back off the trans brake, roll in, re-trans brake it with the light on. So everything I done there pretty much done gave it up, but he was already rattled enough by having to do the bump and rolling in and staging the car that he really wasn't going to be able to guess the tree anymore. So anyway, pretty much our pass right there. run straight through. I got out of it somewhere around the 590 mark, something like that, just kind of coasted through. I was pretty sure that we weren't going to break out, so and ended up running a 54, letting out of it just a little bit early. I think we knocked about 7 mile an hour off on that pass, I think is what it was. So anyway, we ended up taking the win, and overall, excellent weekend. Car's doing exactly what we want to do, performing rather well. Thumbs up to the drag radials. I didn't know how they were going to react on this particular car. It loves them. Front suspension travel works great. Torque converter pulled everything RPM wise back down where we want it to be. We're not turning this engine near as hard as what we were last year. It's not near as violent as what it was. It does have 180 straight cut gears instead of the 176s in it now, as far as the planetaries. And I think that, I don't know if it made it worse or better or anything like that, but the combination of everything all together seemed like the car is just very mild in comparison. It does not seem like it's running near that fast, but it's not moving around on the track like it used to either. So the whole weekend was great. We're looking forward to getting it out again. In between my work schedule and weather and this and that, not a whole lot of events coming up to run, so I guess we'll be ready for the bridge runners again in May, and we'll show you videos from that. So is there anything else we want to add?
How much speed did you take off?
I think about 7 mile an
An hour?
hour. No. Yeah.
Hey?
Hey?
7 mile an hour? Hey?
No. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not your pal, buddy.
Loser. What else we got? Oh, we got another new project. We found us a trailer, so we'll probably be showing you some videos of some work on it and stuff there.
Eventually we'll be doing a video at my place and I can show you, I added to my list of projects that'll never get done.
Yep.
I didn't buy this one to finish it, I just got a good deal on it.
So,
We're introducing the Bald Eagle scooter.
oh yeah. Yep. New pit bike. Not really new. It's been a pit bike for a long time. It's been in horrible storage
For like a decade.
for a decade. So we're trying to get it resurrected, not erected. Resurrected.
Are you putting a blue pill in it or something?
A little Viagra, Cialis.
Do we need to call somebody if it stays vertical for more than 4 hours?
Yeah, I think so. What else we got?
You dumbass.
I think we done got all the updates on that one.
Yeah, we got more parts here.
We got to switch cars over here now. And, we got the coupe is pretty much ready to go racing again. We got to get a alternator belt because we seem to slung that off.
That one seems to be broken.
Yeah. We got a new fuel pump belt too because it almost took the fuel pump belt off during the first round of eliminations. Luckily, it didn't take the belt all the way off, or we would have gave that one completely up. So really, the coupe, we're tickled to death where it's at. We got it cleaned up. We took it to a car show. I'm not sure when you want to do the video on that on the end of this. Yeah, we'll give you a little video here just to show you all that this ain't just a race car.
Hashtag street car.
Yeah, we do drive it.
It's ridiculous. We understand
It's
that.
not ideal to drive the car. It's alcohol injected. It gets 2 miles a gallon.
And it's loud.
You have to lean it all the way out, so you're just watching your engine temperatures the whole time, trying to get fuel miles out of it, this and that. But it runs, drives, has license, insurance. We we do drive to car shows, cruise in, stuff like that once in a while.
I don't know, what was that car show? 20 miles, 25 miles, 20 miles?
I'd say round trip, we put close to 35, 40 miles on it.
Was Speedo work? Did you even pay attention?
Yes, the speedometer's working just
Sweet.
fine. So we got the GPS speedometer working now.
That was an ordeal.
That was not fun, but we did get it working here a couple years ago.
We should make a video of that.
Yeah, we should have been on YouTube back then. But anyway, yeah, the speedometer was working great. Car drove pretty good overall. But we'll show you that video here where we cruised it back home. Running 65, 70 mile an hour somewhere in there, I think, all the way home. But I think that's about it for now. We'll get off here. We'll have some more video hopefully coming up. We've got several projects that we need to get back on. I've got to get Robert or Bobby John's truck. He's borrowing the Mustang from his father-in-law Harry there, and we need to get his truck going. It's in my garage. I was trying to get it painted all winter long. Brought it in. It was a kind of a block it down, paint it kind of situation until we got it in, and then it turned into block it down, find a shitload of body filler. Rocker panels were rusted out. We replaced those.
Cap corners?
No, cap corners were actually good. I think somebody already replaced those.
Damn.
So we worked off the cap corner out and put new
Dented
rockers.
roof.
The roof was completely junk, and that's the biggest setback. Both bed sides were, we knew they had damage in them where somebody tried to put a bigger tire under at one point in time, and they done a shitty job of trying to roll the wheel lip out of it. So we had to do a lot of welding there, re-strengthening, hammer and dolling, but the bed sides come out great. It didn't take no time to get them, but the roof has been a big deal. I had COVID back in February, which I lost a couple weeks worth of work there. We had to cut off in March here to get this thing going. So we lost a month on working on it there. It's just one thing after another set us way behind on it. So we're just gonna primer it instead of getting it painted for this year, get it back on the track, and hopefully have it out for the May 29th race. That is the plan right now. So I got to get that thing back going, or back under primer, and I want to do the door edges and stuff. That way we don't have to completely disassemble the truck this coming winter to paint it. So once we get that done, and hopefully we can get back on Dad's car pretty hot and heavy here, and try to get this thing.
Well, the plan is now, with the exception of that sway bar, which isn't a huge deal, everything's sitting here. Once I get back on the lift, fuel line, shocks, torsion bars, and hopefully be ready to go back to my place for wiring.
I've got to get the shifter lined out. A few other things. We still got to get radiator. I've got all the powder coating for intercooling pipe for it. We got to get that sent.
Paint for the radiator and all that stuff there now.
Okay, he's got the paint for the radiators, so still got quite a bit of work to do there, but we've got a lot of stuff going our way. Hopefully we can get the brake system pretty much lined out here shortly too. I'd like to have the brake system working on it before it leaves
I got
here.
that fitting in the truck.
He's got the fitting in the truck.
I found that plate too.
Obviously he's got a whole truck full of goodies, and that's good. I figured it was at your house, but
It was buried.
I figured as much, so.
But
Anyway,
got
we got
brand new
you-
set of QA1 single adjustables going all the way around it. We got all the stainless lines sitting here yet.
I don't remember who that was that told us the QA1s on there.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was.
Somebody on our YouTube channel told us with the QA1s. We was wanting to go dual adjustable, and we've kind of shot back and forth with them what we was gonna do, and we decided to go ahead and.
Well, the biggest problem was being able to get anything in the next 2 months.
Well, parts supply is a big deal, so we went ahead and went with the single adjustables. I think for what we're wanting to do with this car,
It'll be fine.
they'll work great. If we start road racing or something, maybe later on, a little more than what we think we will, We may up that and try to go to a dual adjustable, but for right now, I think more than anything, we would like to do a couple track days or something with the car later on, but,
Right now, I just wanna hear it make.
we don't
noise
wanna
from
push
there.
it that hard anyway. It's gonna be more for fun and just a cruise. So, anyway, we wanna get the car just driving. Dad's, been anxious to drive this thing for the last like 12 years or something, so we need to get it going. What else we got? I think that's about it. I mean, it's just a matter of putting a lot of it together now. We've got a lot of parts, a lot of
There's a
stuff
lot
here.
of parts sitting around, a lot of cleaning and prepping and some paint work
Yeah,
before
just a lot
stuff
of
goes in.
painting and stuff we gotta do. Anyway, I think we'll get off here for now. We'll probably get back on here as soon as we get vehicles switched out. Show you a few things we're gonna do as far as fuel system on that car. We've got all the stuff for it now. We're gonna have to get brake lines finished up, master cylinder, doing the brake bleed on it. So
Yeah.
anyway, we'll get off here and we'll show you some more video later of it.